Civil Media.
Let me first commend you on the initiative and the fight for changing the election model. And I am saluting all the participants. I will shorten my experiences that I wanted to share with you from this bad election model, but not just this. I am supporting the initiative to change the election model, but my direct experience from participating in the local elections in 2013 again. In 2000 and 2013 I was candidate mayor in Kondovo municipality, where I faced for the first time violence, state-inflicted violence from the institutions that disrupted the election day, and using armed violence. They injured several people around the country, but in Kondovo municipality it had the most tragic outcome. So in addition to injury, to violence by 6th directorate of the MOI who were breaking the ballot boxes, a young boy was killed, Fatmir. So I withdrew from the elections, but it continued. The violence continued in Nuredini and other locations. And in time, this state-inflicted violence was seen in several election cycles. In 2008 also, when I did not participate, violence was used again. That institutional violence was perfected. It went further. And why am I supporting this initiative to change this election model? This is one of the main reasons why it is not just the election model that needs changing. And my conclusion from what I felt in the elections directly is that there are several election bodies that need to experience changes in the ways that the bodies are established when members are nominated. They are tasked by the constitution and the law with implementing the elections, and they are a generator of violence and stealing the will of the choice of the people. So if in 2000 and 2008 the government, the parties in power used violence in order to keep their power or win a bit more power in the local or parliamentary level, now there is something interesting. There was no physical violence, but there was intellectual violence. In conversation with someone here, he could not trust someone who is working at the DIC. He could not believe such sophisticated theft of election. On the election day, it happened that I had on records more than 1,000 people, voters, who went to vote for me at the polling station, but they were not in the voters list. So they came back, they called at the headquarters, and I made records. We went to the regional office. I am speaking this from my personal experiences, so that they could check why are they not in the polling in the voters list at polling stations, because never before they had problems in voting. At the regional office, they would receive certificate that they are part in the main state voters list. And when they left the office, the story ended about the right to vote. And in the absence of legislation on using the guaranteed right to vote, your process ends here. And we concluded that when collecting information from activists of political parties, because in Sara municipality there are more than 34 polling stations, and the same problem occurred in all of them while it was not existing before. So our conclusion was that information were given on sure voters, those that were reliable voters for someone, and when printing, somebody made an abuse and did not distribute them. So this was an experience which could not be changed. So in addition to my request to change the election model, because this criminal structure was prepared to engage in election forgery, succeeded through this model. And I am in favor of changing the model, of making Macedonia into one district, into having no threshold, so that all political parties can nominate candidates all around the country. Maybe some Macedonian party will win more votes in Sarai because it will have a proper candidate, or an Albanian party can win more votes in Strumica, Kevgelia and Delchevo because it will have a candidate who is locally renowned. And other facts should not be neglected. It should be requested that the state election committee is populated by members of political parties. So my proposal is that the state election committee is led by a president of a court, be it the president of the basic court, president of the criminal court, and they should be selected randomly, and they should serve only in one election cycle. And it should continue up and down the hierarchy of the election committees. President of municipal committees and secretaries of municipal committees should be judges randomly selected that will also serve in one election cycle only, and only at the polling stations and could all political parties, registered political parties, parliamentary or non-parliamentary, they could have their presence in the election polls. But the reform should not stop at this. All polling stations in Macedonia should be covered by video surveillance. 48 hours before the end, they should be covered. It is online so that everybody can follow. There should be video surveillance on every station, and the work of the state election committee as well. But this price is high, somebody will say, but there is no higher price than a life of a person, and there is no price higher, we all experience this, to have a government installed contrary to the will of the majority. So I think that through such process, people can be protected, and we could start building a normal society. I wish civil to achieve success, also including support from us as citizens. Thank you very much.